Good day, Lionel. This is your lesson review of your lesson that you took earlier with me today. So some of the things we talked about, Lionel, it was more of the same type of stuff that we were working on in our past sessions. We took a quick look at the irons first off, though, and we just wanted to make sure that everything was kind of where it needed to be. I put the tee down just briefly, just to kind of give you a sense of where you needed to be on the backswing. And this actually got you into the right spot pretty quickly. You were able to drop that club right into the slot area, bringing it down and through the club. Really good here. So that tee is a perfect way for you to get back on playing if you ever need it. However, I do want you to start trying to do this without the tee. I want you to be able to do this when you're out on the golf course, and when you really need to bring it out, you're going to be able to bring it out. Now, one thing as you can see here, I'm just kind of drawing lines on your eyes. We were keeping an eye on the eye movement and where your head was going. This one was actually pretty good here. You kept your head down, but the one earlier here, you can see how far your head has moved in proportion to where the club head is. It hasn't even reached the ball yet, and your eyes are already towards the screen. So just be aware that this sometimes happens. It's not every time with yourself, but it happens enough that it's something that you need to be conscious of. Now with the driver was more the same as what we were doing last time. Just keeping an eye on it so that the club path is coming down through that slot line. I'll draw that one more time so we can see that. And just making sure that it's not slicing across the ball too much. Now, when we're taking a look at it here from the top of the backswing down to the ball, you're going to notice that your hips and your upper body are actually at the same point in the swing here. So they haven't actually dissociated too much. Now, we take a look at Rory, and we'll see what that dissociation really looks like in the golf swing. So let's take a look. And you're going to notice that his hips are fully towards the line. He's kind of hanging back. You can see how he's pushing off this leg. He's really shoving his weight forward when he's coming through here, and that's allowing him to clear his hips and get all the way through. Perhaps an even better example of this is actually Jason Dufner. Dufner has a lot of hip movement in the golf swing. Some would almost say too much, but you can see how he drives it forward here as he's coming into the ball, and that's really where he gets his power from. He drives that hip really hard through the shot here. Now, I'm not saying that you need to do the same thing and drive it as hard as Dufner does, but it is a good practice to follow to try and drive the hip forward, as it does get all your weight to the front foot at the right time and allows you to dissociate that upper from lower body and not letting them turn at the same time. As well, it's more of the same, Lionel. It's the same type of shot that we had with the irons, and I just put a tee down to kind of give us an idea of where we needed to be striking this. You can see where you're striking it here in the way that the club moves. It just dodges the tee as it's coming through the shot. So be careful when you're doing this that it's not getting too tight to that tee, or not striking that tee, because that is an instant over the top move. I'd actually even prefer to see it out onto the right side here when you're hitting your shots. Now, do you need to do it that way? No, you don't have to. If you want to hit a cut, there's absolutely that option open to you. You can hit a cut anytime you want. When we take a look at Adam here, going to notice that his club head stays pretty straight on the way through. If I drew that tee where I've got it there, it would be right about there, and that's where his club head is going, as you can see. It's just dodging everything. It doesn't even come close to that tee. Basically is coming straight through, even though it probably, for us, it's going to feel like we're going to the right even more. Okay, Lionel, that's all I wanted to give you today. If you have any questions for me, you can always reach me at my email. That email again is clavalley@golftown.com. And I thank you again for a lesson, and I hope you have a wonderful day.